Hi everybody, welcome to our first edition of our Get to Know Your Tim's team. And first up we have Vikas Gandhi, who has been recently promoted to a general manager position in our company. So I'm going to start by asking Vikas, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure, let's see. I've been with the company for the last 11 years now. Started back in 2005 at Victoria Park in 401. At that time, my store manager was Ingrid, who many of you know is one of our DMs today. I've been with the company, like I said, for the last 11 years. I've worked in several stores across Victoria Park in 401, DVP in 404, Midland and Steeles. I did some time at McNichol.
Wow.
Victoria Park in McNichol.
Yeah, so
I've been around the area.
Yeah, you have been around quite a few of our stores. So, what was your last position before you became a general manager?
My last position was I was the store manager at store 24 at DVP in 404.
Awesome. And how long were you there?
I was there for about 2 years now.
2 years. Incredible. So, why do you still want to work with us? Why do you want to still be with the noble Tim Hortons?
It's a great environment. It's the people, the staff members, the people you come across, the people you meet, all those guest interactions. Being in the company for 10 years, I've made a lot of friends outside of the Tim Hortons, meaning like I have a lot of friendship with a lot of guests, which is very, very rewarding to me.
Awesome. So, tell me, of all the positions that you've worked in the store, because you started off as an assistant manager, what would you say is your favorite position if you had to pick one that you had to work?
If I had to work in one position in the store, I would pick the drive-thru.
And why is that?
It's fast, it's quick, everyone's in that go, go, go attitude. You're working with your team, you got 4 or 5 people with you, and next thing you know, I mean, your day flies by so quick.
Yes, and we know how busy our days can be, so that's
Definitely.
nice when it's done. So, I'm going to ask something that I'm sure a lot of our team members would like to know. And what is your favorite product of all time?
My favorite product. I don't have a favorite product today, but if I had to choose one growing up as a kid, because I have memories that go with it, I would have to say the chocolate eclair that we used to have.
Oh, so delicious.
Yes, that was one of my favorites. I remember growing up as a kid, one of my first jobs was delivering the Toronto Sun newspaper. So I used to do that at the age of, I believe I was 12 years old.
Okay.
I did that for about 3-4 years with all my friends. So we delivered the whole area. So every Sunday when we'd finish our route, we'd meet at the local donut shop, and then we would get our chocolate eclairs and our apple fritters and all of that.
So chocolate eclair is the one that if we can bring it back, that would be your go-to.
I believe so.
Awesome. So let us know a little bit about yourself. So what do you do for fun when you're actually not here? And I know that you might feel that we're here all the time sometimes, but you know, on your free time, what do you do for fun?
In body, I'm here. In spirit, I'm somewhere else. No, I spend a lot of time with my free time is mostly with my family. I have three nephews and nieces,
okay,
who live very close by to where I live, so I'm constantly with them all the time.
And how old are they?
The oldest one is 10, 9, and 6.
Okay.
And I actually just dropped them to school this morning before I came in today. So,
good uncle.
Yes.
So you said you have siblings?
I have a younger brother and a younger sister. I am the oldest.
Okay.
And they're both married and have kids.
Okay.
And those kids are the ones I look after.
Yes, like I said, you're a very good uncle. So if you had to give one word of advice to any of our new joinees, whether that's a team member or a manager, what would be your one word of advice for them?
I would say that working in Tim Hortons is a great stepping stone for their lives. We have met people from many cultures, diversities, ethnics, ages, backgrounds, parents, single moms, students, adults working in Tim Hortons. It's a great environment, a great family to be around.
So, Vikas, one more question for you. We want to know, how did your journey bring you to our Tim Hortons?
Oh, wow, let's see. If I remember correctly, it was about 11 years ago. I was working at Domino's in Lawrence at a call center, and I had recently resigned from there. I was leaving the country to go back home to India for my brother's wedding. So I spent 2 months in India, came back, and then I started applying for jobs. When I started applying for jobs, I was called by Tim Hortons, and I was called by another company. I'm not sure if you know the company, but it's a KFC Taco Bell franchise. So I had some interviews set up with, at that time, with Linda, who did both interviews, the first and second. And on the day of my interviews, I went for my first interview with Linda, got a second interview. I went for another interview at KFC, and I got the job there. So I remember I had to pick and choose. Am I going to work at KFC or am I going to work at Tim Hortons? On the same day, I had 2 job offerings, so I had to choose. So, well, it's pretty obvious that 10 years later, I chose to stay with Tim Hortons, and that's where my journey started.
So you picked the best of the best.
Seems like it so far, yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Aggie.